Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. You are playing Games with Galt, and tonight's demo is Farmhand. The demo just dropped last week, developed by Bean Queen Games, published by Squid Studio, slated for release according to the Steam page August 4th, 2026. Description calls it a cozy roguelike deck builder about creating huge harvest combos. Draft new seeds, discover game-changing synergies, and carefully plan your harvests to maximize your score. Every crop has a timer. Every harvest is a puzzle. Every combo feels incredible. This sounds like it could be interesting. Let's give this one a quick try. This is, let's see. We're going to start here in the spring. Looks like, obviously, 4 seasons. The only one available is spring, and we've got 5 farmers. The only one open right now is regular Reggie, so we're going to give this one a try. Start game, and let's go. Welcome to the Farmhand demo. Plant seed cards to create powerful combos and reach the goal score within 6 days. This is a seed card. It has a timer and a value. Timer 3, value 2. Many seeds also have special abilities that can affect other crops. Each day your plants will grow. Their timer will reduce by 1. If a plant's timer is at 0, it will harvest instead of grow. Big harvests mean big scores. At the end of each day, your score is calculated. Total harvested value times number of plants harvested. Use your abilities wisely and try to harvest many crops on the same day. Okay, let's give this one a go. We've got our deck here. Looks like we've got 10 total. I like that they've got little seed packets right there, the barcode on it. Right here, it looks like we've got our game board. We've got garden plots. It looks like 20, 4x5. We've got the watering buckets. Really the only animation, aside from when we are mousing over each of the plots, is the bushes blowing in the breeze and the shadows. We've got our score card right here. Goal score 50, and right now we're at 0. And this is going to be our modifiers, trying to get to that magic number right there, the 50. Day 1 of 6, week 1 of 7, and pause the game, resume the game. Now, we've drawn our first 4 cards. We've got tomato, pumpkin, turnip, and potato. And I'm noticing on the turnip, we don't have any information right here. Turnip's going to be 2 and 2, so it's going to be a low value card, but it's going to be a quick one. So we're probably going to want to do... We're going to want to plant these first, our 2 3-day cards. If we get a bonus for having everything harvest on the same day, we'll want to drop these 2 in first, and then tomorrow we're going to want to drop these 2 in. Am I thinking about that right? On plants, -1 time to adjacent plants. Okay, so I don't want to do anything adjacent to this because it's going to throw the times off. Let me put that there. The pumpkin is +5 to adjacent plants. I'm going to put that there. Turnip, got nothing there. I don't know if that means there's actually nothing or if that just means we don't know what it is yet. Then the potato is +1 to adjacent plants. Okay, I could make this a 3, but the potato would still be a 2. So I think I'm just going to drop you here, buddy. You there. Let's grow. Oh, and you know what I did? I accidentally planted the 2 that I just said I didn't want to flip and plant. My God, guys. All right, so we've done wrecked this one here. So I could drop these 2 turnips in there. We've only got 2 more cards left in the pack. I think this first hand is going to be a gimme, or the first day, or the first week, I guess it would be. So we've got 3 turnips. This adds 1 to adjacent plants. Can I actually... I can't undo those. But... okay, well, they're all going to be 2 days, so let's just drop those there. Adds 1 to adjacent plants. And this takes 1 off, so if I put this here... okay, that turns it to a 2. So that kind of threw this one off by adding a +1 to that. You know what? It probably would have been better if I'd actually put that right here. I could have at least recovered. Let's grow. I'm starting to see how the game works, though. I feel like I'm kind of getting a little bit of it. And it's kind of too late right now, so... -1 to plants. I could drop this right there. And we're going to get a +1 there. +1 to adjacent plants. If I put this right here... there we go. And then I can just drop... this there. -1 to adjacent plants. But that actually didn't tick down right there, did it? Let's grow. And I saw we counted down. Now we're at 6 of 10 for the seeds. So we got 0 days left on this. So we should be harvesting a bunch of these. -1 to adjacent plants. What if I put this right here? Okay, so that pops those 0. So we're doing okay right there, I guess. +5 to adjacent. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put that somewhere up there. Probably there. Just get it out of the way. +1 to adjacent plants on this. Can I actually just leave them out? This would be a 3. So let me put this up there just to get that cooking. +1 to adjacent plants. I'm going to leave those 2 off. Oh, I've got to place them all. It's not going to let me move on with the day until I actually do place everything. This might pose some problems. +1 to adjacent plants. I want that to fire off at the same time because that's a 20 value. +5 to adjacent plants. I'm going to have to drop this someplace. Probably going to ruin that. And then we got you here. Adjacent. Adjacent is... does that include diagonal? Well, let's find out. Let's grow. Now we should start grabbing that one. There's a 20 right there. There we go. Goal score reached. Okay, I guess we don't have to play to the end of the week. We can just end it here. Draft a new card. Dandelion I did not see in the polls there. Spread to all empty. Okay, so that, if I could draw that early on, that might get me a head start. Let's give that one a try. Oh, so it keeps going from where we ended. So if I want to put this, say, right here, we're going to have 1, 2, tree. I'll put this there. We got 1, 2, tree. 1, 2, tree. Oh, that's on harvest. Okay, so +1 to adjacent. Try that. And 2, let's grow. Right. And what do we have? +5 to adjacent. Probably drop this up there, and then we're just going to toss these here. I want to keep them away from the dandelion there so we can get all those filled up with ones. Okay, goal is 48 on this one. I can kind of see how the dandelion might be a problem. Right, if I put this up here... we could do +1 to adjacent. That'll pop all these down to 0. Put this up here. That'll bump these up, though. Interestingly, it did not do anything. This is a +1 to adjacent plants. Alright, so bop those up, and let's give that one a go. Okay. Another 20 right there. Big hit. There we go. Goal score reached. End of the week. We've got a sweet potato gains +3 for each adjacent plant. +4 to plants in the row. +2 to adjacent plants. Or set to double the highest adjacent time. What do we want to do? The marigold would be nice to adjacent plants. And it appears that the adjacent plants is only the sides, not diagonal. Gain +3. All right, I'm going to try the sweet potato. There's our sweet potato. So it gains +3 for each adjacent plant. It would be kind of nice to drop that right there. So we're going to hit 3, or is there a spot that I can do it? Hang on. All right, let's try this. Let's grow. Well, it did not appear to give this. Okay, I seem to be forgetting that this is only on harvest, so +3 for each plant on harvest. So, okay, potato. Could put this. Right. I could put this here. Or I could put this here. Unfortunately, yeah, it bumped these ones back up. If we're just looking to kill some space, maybe I'll drop spread to all empties. If I don't want it to spread, I'll just put it next to something that's actually going to be occupied. All right. Let's grow. So we're looking to get 250. That's the goal score here. Hang on now. Hang on. No, the sweet potato gains +3 for each adjacent plant. It doesn't give +3 to adjacent plants. Okay, so I'm going to put you right there. You right there. That should pop that up a little bit more. Oh, okay, let's try it again. I didn't know the game actually ended when the board filled up. Okay, new card unlocked. We got the cherry tomatoes. -1 time to all plants. I like that one. And we've got the jalapeno on plant. Destroy adjacent plant. +5 points for each destroyed plant. Completely fill the board. Okay, I like that. I'm going to give this one a go. I'm kind of really starting to dig this idea. What do you guys think so far? +5 time to adjacent plants. Yeah, I don't want to do that. We're going to put that up there. I want to try to get these in and out as soon as possible. So we're going to do here, here. Let's grow. That's 3 turns there, 3 turns you, 2 turns there. Okay, that's fine. We've got tomato. Let's drop this here. All right, I like it. And let's grow. So we're going to have our first 20 rolling off that pumpkin there on the top left box. Okay, so these should all be done. I'm going to pop these right here. Crap, I probably should have put that right there. That's too bad. All right, let's grow. Start popping these off here. And we've got... I don't want to put this anywhere. I'm going to have to put it somewhere, though. I could put this here. -1 there. That's going to get that. It's going to bump that up. We'd get the extra timer. I don't know where I'd want to put that extra timer, though. We'll do you there. Okay, let's try this. So we should get that pumpkin next turn. Looks like we beat that in the week. Okay, yeah, I definitely want to check out this cherry tomato that we've just picked up. And we've got a bunch of turnies here. -1 time on each of the plants. And it doesn't say next to it, it just says each of the plants. Let's grow. And we're trying to get 150 now. Not bad. Coming away, day 1, 90 points already. So we are rocking it. If I do... Okay, so let's grab that there. So that's 1, 1, 2. If I go there, that'll take that down by 1. Let's go. And we're going to hit that pumpkin next time. A potato's going to grab us some next time. We only got 92 off that. Ooh. +1 to adjacent plants. +5 to adjacent. I don't really want to drop that there. I drop that there. +5 time to adjacent plants. And this is -1. +1 to adjacent plants. Do tree there, and then we could drop you here. Drop these down a little bit, and you here. Let's grow. Boom, there's a big 20. There's a 5 coming at us. Right, not too bad. It looks like we squeaked by that, so we're going to end our second week. Looking okay. And we got some stuff harvesting. Tomatoes are ready to go. Let's see, destroy adjacent plants. +5 for each plant destroyed. I still like more of these. Copy highest adjacent power. Okay, so we got 2 cherry tomatoes. I'm gonna put you here, put you here, you here, you here. And we gotta get 250 as our goal score. Not bad. 116. Almost half there. Okay, and dropping you here, buddy. You there, you there, you there. Let's grow. Popping off a little bit. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. I don't know where I can put this where it's not really going to affect much. I feel like sticking it in the corner is probably the best. Drop that there. And drop that there. I'll drop that there. Let's grow. Yeah, I'm going to have some of these get out. Otherwise, I'm not going to have space for the next round of cards. Turnips. Let's just go here. And we've got 4 slots left. Okay, we got a bunch clearing out right now. Boom. Beautiful. There we go. Goal score reached. That cleared out a lot of the squares for us. Okay, gains +3 for. I still like the sweet potato in terms of points. Gains +3 for each adjacent plant. And what is that going to be? 1 turn? Yeah, unfortunately, we'll do this here. Boom. Got a good bonus on that, though. -1 on each of the plants. +1 to each of the plants. There we go. And tree. Slow but steady. Got a pumpkin and busting out some more here. +5 to adjacent plants. 3 to adjacent plants. I put you here, you here. Okay. Love it. Now we should be able to get the goal score next time. -1 to adjacent plants. That drops you down. +1 to adjacent plants. Drops you there. And I'll just put you there. We got 15 on that one, good. Not too bad. We've got 2 days left, so we're gonna have to kind of rush these. Drop you there, and drop you there. Unfortunately, yeah, we're not gonna even hit these to get that time boost off. Boom! $140, $308, and the final day. This is what it's going to come down to. Okay. I don't want to give it any more time, so let's just put this here. Let's grow. 44. Oh, man, we got it. End week. This next one is going to be a little bit more difficult. We can do draft a new card, or we can do a reroll. Transform your seeds. What is this? Okay, not available in demo. Okay. We'll try that one. +1 time to plants in a row. Don't really want this. So I'm going to assume that rows are this way. Don't really want to do that. That's going to bop that up there, but I could also probably put this here. Boom, get it. Boom, that takes that down. This will be interesting to see if I can hit the 500 goal score in just one day. +5 to adjacent plants. Yeah, so you go in the bottom there, buddy. So we got you popping off and you popping off right here. Let's grow. 16. Okay, 268. So we're halfway there. For each adjacent plant. So we can do +1 for adjacent plants. So if I could put this here, that'll bump you there. -1 to all plants. Let's see, let's put this here. Okay. We should get a decent bonus next time. +1 to all plants. Probably drop you there. Let's grow. Ooh, 364. This is going to come down to it. Extra time to all the plants in the row again. This is not good. But let's see. If I put you here, that drops you, brings you up to 2. So this one should drop this down to 2. I'm still not going to get a chance unless I do this. Yeah, I'm still not going to have time to get that done. I probably should have put this in the middle of, say... I should have put that there, so that way we could have hatched both of those tomorrow. Boom, there we go. Good. And the final day. Not going to get this. So I don't want to put this adjacent to anybody, nor this. We'll just put you there and say... Yeah, I don't want to put that anymore. Okay, let's do that. We should have this. Got it. Goal score reached, and we've got end of the week. We've got one more week. I'm going to take this again. Okay. So +1 to adjacent. So if I put you here, that drops that there. I could put gains +3 for each adjacent. Put you there, put you there, put you there. Let's grow. Okay, we got 2 points off that. That was a weak day. Weak day. So put this up here. No plants. Turnip. Okay. Boom. Whew. Got some decent combos off that one. Unfortunately, you are at 5. I'm going to put you there. I'm going to put you here. I'm going to put you here. I should have put that down first. Let's grow. Big 16. Okay. More potatoes. Day 4. So I could put you right there. That would take these guys an extra day, so they all pop off in 2 days. And I don't know about that. Let's see. We'll just put you here. Here, grow. And +1 to all the plants in the row. 16 points. I'm not going to be able to get that fired off in time. Put that there. That's +1 to adjacent. I shouldn't have put that there. All right. So I'm not going to get credit for this either. Yeah, so +1. Oh, okay, so it says on plant or on harvest or on grow. So we're just gonna do this. That kind of sucks. Let's grow. This is gonna be close. I don't think we're gonna get it. We did get some bonuses though. And I think we got it. Barely squeaked by right there. End the week. To double the highest adjacent time. Daisy, that seems like an interesting card to play. You're going to have to really think about what you want to do with that one. Destroy adjacent plants +5 for each plant destroyed. I guess I don't get... Let's try that. We got the final week, a big 900. Okay, so what is this on harvest? +5 to the adjacent plants. Put you here. Put you there. Put you there. Okay, let's grow. I probably should have put this down someplace else first. Okay, +1 to adjacent. -1 to all plants. And I'm just going to go here. Really want to do an adjacent. Let's grow. Ooh, 230. So +1 to adjacent on plant. So I can bump everything up to 2 here. I can do -1 to adjacent here. Or I could just put that here. That's on plant, so I want to have these first. Pop that there. Let's grow. Beautiful. Okay, now this is on harvest. We get this. Let's see, on plants, +1 time to everything in the row. And I'm going to drop you here. We got that. We'll take that. Okay. Ooh, this is going to be rough. +3 for each adjacent plant. So I could put you here. Yeah, I'm not really going to get it, though, am I? Okay. Final day. And these are all on harvest, so we're not going to see any of that. Yeah, I think we're gonna get skunked on this one. 1856, 132, yeah. And we failed, guys. But you know what? I am honestly really enjoying this game. I can see that there's a lot of depth to this, and there's a lot of strategy. I wish I would have kind of figured out earlier the difference between on plant, on harvest, and on grow. That's when the bonus powers are triggered. But yeah, this looks like a great game, guys. I am going to wishlist this. We got a new card. We've got the eggplant, plus 5 points every time an adjacent plant is harvested. Looks pretty good, but it starts out at 0 points. Harvest 100 plants in a single run. Got that. We got the wild strawberry. So on grow, spread to a random adjacent tile. End a day with less than 4 plants on the board. Nice. All right, guys, let me know in the comments below what you think about the farmhand demo. I'm going to leave a link to this in the description. So if you guys want to check it out for yourself, please do, and come report back. Looking forward to hearing what you have to say. But for now, everybody stay safe out there. I appreciate each and every one of you that have made it this far into the video. We'll talk to you next time. Court is adjourned. Thank you.